ball again.
Brad's been doing this certain things that are just slightly more important. Just a little bit. Dang near a $400,000 house. We're going in on, so it will be a fairly decent bit of income should we close on it. You know what? Let's just go here. Am I actually live? I don't even know. Still trying to figure that out. It says I'm live here on Twitch, and I see me on Twitch. So, oh yeah, I need to kick on my actual streaming lights. There we go. Now you can see me. I don't have this weird gray spot next to me. And I don't know what this session 00 minus 45 is all about, but hey, you know, I'll take what I can get. So yeah. So, okay. You see everything. I'm good. You're good. I had to restart the stream because it wasn't going where I wanted to go, how I wanted to go, and all that jazz. So, so long as we're good, you can actually see me and my wonderful LTM hat. We're good. And you are welcome in the Discord chat, even if you want to sit muted and just listen to us and watch us live. I'm going to be doing that all from Discord as well. I just need to share my proper screenage. So, Rubber Burner, if you so choose to bless us with your overwhelming, massive amount of knowledge in modding and your grace, that would be awesome.
Suck up.
I try. I don't think I could have laid it on any thicker. Oh, shoot. Now, how do I... Well, I suppose that'll work. Okay. So let's start with one. The other thing I didn't get around to is sending out that link. There's a small bit of stuff we'll need to download just as soon as I figure out how to open up a web browser that isn't my live streaming software because, well, come on. For this. So let's bring this over here. And okay, good. That's Twitch is actually almost lockstep live stream. Actually, live stream. Giants testing tool. Excuse me. This is where he went round and round with it. I forgot where he found it. Rubber Burner? You remember, or did you just send it to me, or did we find it off a hack site? Let's see what we get here. Sorry, couldn't find anything. And Giants editor. Heck, I even wanted to make an edit to Dadgum BGA this morning. I didn't get around to that. Thought I'd have some time in between taking Zach to school. Oh, that was the other thing. Sign him up for classes. It was interesting. Morning. Downloads. I didn't keep it in downloads apparently, or didn't keep it. Let's see here. Message him directly. Alright, so let's see here now. So, until I get that, I don't remember where the heck he found that at. Oh, he's looking for the link. Okay, I'll let him be on the link then. Excuse me. But that link, we're going to end up with this green G here, which will allow us to start running the tests and getting rid of the bloated stuff and getting rid of and fixing textures so that they're optimized to run as efficiently as possible on the server, given the way they've been constructed previously. Because sometimes, we've had some of these trucks and they're just massive files and everything's perfect about them, but it just sucks performance. So if you're running Pickup Truck Simulator, hey, you're in good shape. But one of the things I wanted to go over first off, and I know, John, I think you're in here and you want to hear this, is I was going to talk to our resident color master, James, from the great big island of England, and tap his knowledge for what he understands and knows about textures and colors. Did he fall asleep?
Texture's not that good at the moment, because I'm looking for I've got a white texture like you had on your...
You're really bumming John out right now, because that's exactly our problem too.
No, like that empty on these Chevys that you had with the white marbles coming out.
Yeah.
I've got that on a sugar beet harvester.
You've got, okay, that's, so when you say marbles, I call them dust bunnies. They look like big fluffy balls that came out the back of the truck. You fix the warning, but now it looks screwed up. All right?
I didn't get a warning.
Oh, but you got dust bunnies coming out the back of the truck, out the harvester, along with your product?
Not out, it's on a conveyor belt. As it comes up on the first conveyor belt, it's got dust bunnies coming up from that.
Most likely still the same kind of a problem. I gotta put my gloves on. I don't know what's wrong with my hands. But that's it. You remember how we have made changes to the AI helper?
Yeah.
The AI helper in 19 used a shapes file, and now they want it as a transform group, and then the information called out in the XML.
Yeah.
Right? Because we just do a lot of copy and paste, and we're happy about it. They did the same thing with that. I had those dust bunnies coming out the back end of the grain truck, and I changed it from shapes file to a transform group, and did the call outs in the XML. Dust bunnies went away, warning was gone, life was good. So we're more than likely looking for some sort of shape file that's connected to that animation to get it corrected.
Right.
That being said, have you had any luck? Like you had the JCB with the white center console, or the white yoke, or whatever you want to call it, underneath the steering wheel, and you said that should be black.
That should be black, but I have had no luck with that. I have tried changing. I've copied, because there's been a JCB being released recently on a mod site, and I've copied all the colour matching over, and it's still white. Which I don't know why.
And that was one of the things we were trying to get fixed. We had a couple different things on, a hitch on one thing, and guys, there's the download for the tester portion of what we're going to be what we'll talk about. But and thanks to Rubber Burner for digging that up, because I still don't remember where we found it or how he ran across it yet again. But yeah, we've got a hitch that's white, and it's what John has noticed when he's doing it. It's happened in 2 different mods. It's one that was related to, at least he believes it was related to, I'm not 100% sure, because I haven't done any myself with this issue, but related to the FS22 shader support that was in the mod that we updated to the vehicle shader. But yeah, it still comes out black, and I had him monkey with all the different color mats using the same style black as was on the rest of the mod, and we got no action out of it. So I don't know if it wasn't UDIM'd or what. I know how to hack around it at this point, but otherwise I don't know. So, but you have dealt with making things color selectable and had success with that, correct?
Correct, yeah. I have made a JCB 4220 color selectable and the in-game telehandler color selectable as well.
Okay. Fairly straightforward.
Which is it is, yeah. I just like you say, copy and paste from one mod to another, and it works straight away.
Okay. Well, that works. I guess, we're just talking about copying and pasting out of an XML, right?
Yeah.
So it's really, really straightforward. Just so long as you get the callouts correct and the XML doesn't blow your XML up, you're good. Well, that's kind of cool. I'd love to get those case tractors properly colored to a nice green. Keep in mind, Craig, we're streaming live to all the wonderful PG-related folks. Yes, I'm focused. So.
That's debatable.
All right, so I guess you know what? Let's. Where's Craig at? Craig, we were doing something with your. Oh, that's right. We got John's hidden lights that we got to figure out past that. Which I don't know. I think I ran that past you, Rubber Burner. I don't remember if we talked about that anymore or not. He has hidden lights, and I don't know if that's just a checkbox in the i3D or what that is. But it gives a warning. Front lights low or hidden or something like that. I'd have to, as soon as he gets back to me, we'll get that figured out, or ask him about it to get it figured out. So,
getting back to me.
There you are.
I'm listening.
Oh, you've been so quiet. I didn't know.
Real light. It's front light spot hidden. That's on the Patriot.
And you had something similar on that John
Last
Deere
night
71.
on my the John Deere, well, the 60s, 70s pack.
Right. Which
I tried just commenting the lines out, and it jacked that whole thing up, so I had to bring it back in. So, they have to be, but I don't know where the hidden light thing is at.
Wow, and I'm even using my nice quiet inside voice. So, all right, I'll let me see what I can do for adjustment's sake here. Let's everybody see my Discord here, and so maybe it's in my OBS too. So my desktop volume is all the way up.
Oh, that's the farm I'm working on now.
Let's just take Craig and
that's an all new world of coolness. I already zipped all this.
This could be a real problem, but we're gonna do it. All right, so now that should make everybody louder, Rubber Runner.
He couldn't hear me.
He asked for everybody to be louder than me, which is a common refrain when I talk with people on stream or not.
You could be turned down.
I'm not even being that loud, I'm actually using a nice, moderate inside voice. I turned all you guys up in Discord, and I can still turn my output volume down via the stream. But I don't know. No, they're already loud. Oh, reverse direction. Ew, got you, darling. Okay, so let me unfix my fix. So we'll put Craig at 10% volume, and John at muted.
Why with me?
James, we're gonna set him to an American accent. And Chad will we'll deepen him just slightly. We'll make his voice just a little bit deeper. All right, so now if I go,
I'm already deep.
I know, that's why I said why not go deeper. So now if I take this guy and all right, so here, I made the adjustment in OBS. Let me know what you think of that.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Craig already. So yeah, so I made the adjustments. So what do you think? He said testing. I'm still talking. How do the volumes sound now, Rubber Burner?
I'm here.
I have not left.
I'm here.
I'm there.
Red 42, Omaha. Roll with it. Roll with it. All right.
Train 13.
Okay. I'm so off track now. All right, Craig, where you at? No, not that. Not that. I need Craig's message she sent me earlier. And then, yeah. So, Rubber Burner, have you ever seen anything where it says there's a hidden light? Have you ever gotten that warning of a hidden light? I haven't taken a look at the mod map myself, but Craig, I'm gonna grab the 80 XL quick.
I'm almost there. I'll give you the air just as soon as I purchase it. I had to find it.
Downloads.
I
Okay,
remember where I stuck it.
Craig,
Uh-huh.
what are we focusing on here with your low loaders? Yeah, that's good. Okay.
All right. I've got two. i3D file offers two objects, but one component
that's
has
right.
been loaded.
That's
And
right.
Dynamic mount trigger has invalid collision maps.
Let me get my chat back up on the other screen here. I can see
And then in
that.
parentheses, should be, and gives a number.
Where is? I thought I opened that. Come on now. Yeah, open it.
Oh, excuse me.
Open that.
I got my airs up if you want me to read them out.
Well, Rubber Burner has not seen, if we're talking, if he's right with the light, he has not seen the light thing.
It's not calling it in the GE, it's calling it an XML. Real light source, front light spot is hidden. Vehicle lights, real lights low, light number 4. And there's 4. Yes, there's 4, 6, 6, and an 8. So there's.
Is it something you can just get rid of, John?
I tried commenting it out and it just jacked everything up, so I had to bring it back in. So
I see.
something's not. And same way with the tractor stay too. I did the same thing in it. I broke them.
Okay. So
breaking, you ain't trying.
a couple things, Craig, that I see right offhand that I would fire off on first. Like
Yes.
I'm looking at the 80.
Uh-huh.
This camera here, it's probably getting confused by that. The camera being out here. Since there's a view camera, yeah, perspective.
Okay.
So basically what you do is you cut it and you paste it in the main component.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty not doggone sure that there shouldn't be a light source outside of the main component here on this low boy. So I delete it and again cut this perspective camera and put it in the low boy component. Save both of those. Don't close them, just save them, because if you can always undo it at least at that point. I guess we could always go back to the base and start from scratch with A3D. But see if that doesn't clear up your component issues, and then we'll deal with whatever remains. Let me know where you end up with on that. John, we're taking a look at yours. James, was there your dust bunny thing, or have you gotten anywhere with that, or figured out what that issue is?
No, I'm going to just about send you a link
Okay.
of the mod.
I drink left-handed. I put my drink on the right. I don't know why.
When I can get Discord back up.
And then rubber burner. The other thing I had is I've got these Badco augers, and I can't figure. I tried to use them, and it's got the drywall rubber auger, which dumps into the big auger and outputs. Well, I had them both set to pipe out, but the only way they function is if they're connected to a tractor. Then they run. They just go. Otherwise, they fill up. They hold their capacity, and they won't unload it unless they're hooked to a tractor. As soon as you hook them to a tractor, they unload. You don't have to do a dadgum thing. It's just automatic. So I tried setting them up like the S710, the little conveyor belt that picks up off the ground, give them motor configurations and turning on and all that other stuff. And I still cannot, I don't get any warnings or any errors with it when I do it that way. But I can't get them to function. And this is the mod I was talking about a couple nights ago that I was like, hey, can you give me a hand with this? Because I don't know what their problem is, or if did I miss something in this XML that calls out has to be connected to vehicle to run, because I know that's a new thing in 22. Like if you disconnect a trailer, even though it's a gravity wagon, it'll stop unloading. I'd have to take a look at it. Haven't done much with conveyors. Well, I get the feeling it's got the same thing, same issue as every other trailer now, where if you disconnect the tractor or the truck, the trailer stops unloading immediately and shuts down. But but since they're set to automatically having a pipe out, they should technically run. Even if you're not connected. I thought I'm gonna go through this line by line tonight. I heard it again. Did anybody else hear it? And see if there's a section. Actually, I want to find a vehicle in the game and see if there's something that says must be connected or has to be connected to overload something. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for a something. I just got to figure out. Breedel, Brantner, Bergerman. They did a HT65. That's a thing.
LTM.
Yeah, that works. Yes, sir.
The camera.
Yes.
I can't do that.
Oh, yes. Create a new camera. And so come up here. Who's messaging me on Discord? So, okay. Let me grab this real quick while I'm doing this. Yeah, potentially dangerous download. It is from England, so I am scared. If I had to guess, it may have to do with the vehicle type, line 2 of most XMLs. Okay, thank you. I'll take a stab there first. But if you go, Craig, and you're in here and you go create camera, right? And it's going to create a new one that's called camera. And then you go view camera, camera. That's one you just created. Now you can hit perspective and you can Control X and Control V. Well, I use Control X, Control V, but that paste it up there. Then you go back in and you change your view back over to the other camera again and delete the new camera that you made. But your new it's cat and mouse, if you know what I mean. Need me to go through back over that?
How do I switch to the camera? I've got the camera made.
Up at the top, hit view.
View. Okay.
Camera. And then you're on perspective now. Just click on camera.
Okay. Got it.
But you don't want to leave that there because you'll end up having the same warning as you do right now. Because, again, it's hanging out there and it doesn't like it. Okay, so We're talking about the vehicle type. I have to wear gloves down here. My hands are just cold. Old age, I guess. The vehicle. Line 2. Oh, line 2. Line 2 of most XMLs? Vehicle type trailer. Oh, I suppose. But what would I change that to so that it kept unloading no
wagon.
matter what?
Or belt, whatever it's called.
Oh, I should open the. So yeah, so I should go like to, go to Lizard and
In-game.
see. A B C D L L L L L L Lizard, and then the 710, and it's called Pickup Conveyor Belt. Yeah, let's try that for the. Get rid of this. For the one, and then I'll grab one of the other conveyor belts for the other. I just don't remember who makes the other conveyor belts. So, if anybody's in the game, they can look at the conveyor belts and look at any of the other ones to see what they're made by and how I can find their XMLs. Mods, Batco, and that's the 2400. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Grab this. So now, vehicle type Batco, pickup conveyor. Save that. And then we'll close that. Okay. Otherwise they work. Close that. And then open this. Is anybody in the game?
I'm not.
Nobody's in the game? Okay. Grimmy, thank you, sir.
Got one open, but I'm not.
Don't worry about it. Rubber burner.
Oh, I'm in the game. I'm sorry. I'm in the game.
John,
Yeah.
go get a Mountain Dew. I need you to wake up. Did you get around to your error yet? Look at your chat. Like looking at my chat, screaming, look at my chat. Is she going to help me? That's kind of like somebody in the other room talking to a deaf person that can't read your lips. Alright, where was I? Vehicles. And John, did you have your error?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
LTM?
Yes, sir.
That light on the front part of that low boy,
Yeah.
if I click on it, it puts the circle with the little spear with the two arrows,
Yeah.
and it's off out to the side. It's not part of it.
I'd still delete it.
Just delete it and
Just
get rid of
delete
it.
it.
Okay.
We can always create a new light source. I don't know why that light would be there. It seems very odd that they should have put a light in the mod at all. Conveyor belt.
I agree.
And then instead of Batco, we'll paste that in there. We're going to save all my XMLs. All right. So let's see if I didn't unbreak my breaking stuff. Did that lock? Where's my mouse? Where? Oh, there it is. Wish me luck. Alright, do I have the Batcos? Okay, they're checked. Got lots of things checked. I got this folder's bloating up with all kinds of crap. And then James, I've got years. So while that's loading, downloads. Wait a minute. Where did James go?
Well, I have good news.
Okay, what's the good news?
The offered 2 components and one was loaded
Okay,
or something like that.
that one's
Yeah,
taken
that
care
one's
of.
gone.
Okay.
Now I just got a dynamic mount trigger.
Okay, good. So we took care of all those issues. I don't think I properly explained what I was getting at because I figured that's what it was when I was talking to you online, but I was having to visualize in my head, and it's so much easier to do it here. Extract files. Yoki dokie. So you've got a dynamic something something.
Dynamic mount trigger.
All right, some mods. Did I have that? I did, but I don't think I activated it. Give me a minute. Let me check out my Batco here real quick, and then I'll reload.
Yeah.
The game with James's mod and your mod. John, we've got your hidden light thing. Did you send me that error message?
Oh. Oh, in my log. I have to go in the log.
Yeah, open your log, just copy the line, and you either put it in the group message or someplace. And we'll take some swings at that.
All right, we can do that.
And worst case scenario, I may have to have you load that mod, zip it, and send it to me. Oh, Pete.
Yeah, I could probably do that. Where do I want to go?
Your log is in with your save games and such.
Yeah, I just gotta find it. I mean, the error. I'm in the log. I'm just gotta find it. It's not giving it to me.
Control Ferror.
Oh, there it is. I found them. Now, make this bigger so I can. I'm just gonna send you the whole log. Is that what you want?
That's fine.
I can't just do it line.
That's fine. Go ahead and just take that log and drop it into Discord.
That sounds like a plan. Close that up. Just Discord.
All right. Let's see what happens here. Uh-oh. Error cannot load from bool to int. What? Well, we've got a new one here. Okay. No cameras defined. Vehicle loading failed. I might have 2014 RAM, whatever. Not worried about that. No index not found. Entry exit. Okay, so I need to clean. I'm gonna clean some of that up.
I'm gonna render this file.
Equals interval. So that was my fault. I screwed things up trying to make things better.
Okay. Oh, you got it twice now.
Can you take back one of them?
Mm-hmm.
How about no? Motorized motor configurations.
There. Now you got
Differentials.
one.
Motorized.
It's in general.
Gone. Drivable. Gone. Enterable. Gone. I believe that's everything I added to those. Okay. Enterable. Motor configurations. Differentials. Alright, let's save all those, okay. This will allow me to get the heck out of there. No wonder it didn't shoot me warnings and errors because I didn't have the right vehicle type. No, I don't want to restart stream when I did that the first time. Oh, I'm going to have to go get Zach here in a little bit. Games. Dang it! Try that again. I gotta play anyway. I'm texting my client. Come on, game. Take care of me here. Okay, let's click some extra things this time. We've got the low loader and the sugar beet pack. Come on, sweetheart. Backhoe augers, no camera defined. So do I need to put a camera on those then? Even though it's not in the XML? The mod problem never is set to be drivable like the Grimmy as it was a trailer. That'll take some work to switch it up. Oh, you know what? Why do you have to be a Debbie Downer? Maybe I just need to add a. I mean, look at the camera thing. It says that no camera defined. Error running Lua method load shared i3D async finished. Never seen that one before. But that's on both of those now. That might be hiding. No, that's only on that one mod. Never mind. But it's on both of them. I assume both of those in the mod. Do they not actually have a camera? Everything possible if you want to work it in. Well, what I don't understand is why can't I make them like the conveyors in the game? Even though they're technically not drivable. Can't I just really mimic those XMLs? Or is it not as easy? I mean, I in my mind it seems like that should just be just do this. And it's not. Do these have a camera in them at all? Still loading it. They gotta have a camera in them, otherwise you wouldn't be able to move around. Right? Yeah, they got a camera. They got a... I'm not sure where it's at. Ah, there it is. Do I need to call that now in the XML? That might be a poke around yet. Figuring that one out. Is my game loaded yet completely? No, in fact it's stuck. Those backhoe augers now are causing me an issue.
Master modder's failing.
I know, right? Pass this. I'm gonna have to pass this up the line to the next man in line who's got it better than I do. So Chad, let me
Yeah.
zip these real quick and send them over to you.
I ain't even got to the bottom rung yet.
Yes, now that you have the vehicle type correct, you should be able to mimic the in-game XMLs. Okay, all right. No, that's probably what I'll do. I'll go through and I don't think that's going to happen tonight. It's not pressing. Craig will just be without. All right.
It'll be all right.
We'll get you those conveyor belts eventually. Because I want to, in this rural and small time, I want to use those.
Right?
Myself. Hopefully this goes better than last time where it doesn't just lock up on those conveyor belts. Assuming I've even got to call. Maybe I got to call about something else in the maybe not even conveyor belts. Maybe there's something else that they call those. But anyway, I'll try and mimic those. Even though the only reason I bring this up again is the in-game ones all have a motor configuration, whereas mine don't because they don't have motor. They're not drivable. So do I just skip a drivable, enterable, and motor configurations on now? Oh, gotta go. Hey, Pete. I'm good. Good. Except for, I don't know, I ran into the wall and I'm doing something wrong.
And when I shoot off that copy of that mod, I'll be... Oh, okay. I think I can do that. Close this out. Get out of the game. Why must it be in the game? Alright, go in here. And there. I'm gonna skip the mod. Google Chrome. Why can't I get my Google Chrome to open? I'm back. I see everyone's nice and quiet tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We're always quiet.
Oh, we're getting really, really, really bad storm up here. 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Done been through it. We're supposed to be like 45 tomorrow and 68 on Sunday. It was 12 last night.
Yeah, we had
Got 8 inches of snow on the ground too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then we must be getting that storm that you guys got, because it's snowing, blowing. They're saying 0 visibility right now. And I think that's what's jacking my computer up today, because it won't run worth a crap. I had to redo a restart, obviously you noticed, because it died on me. Locked up. I don't know what's going on with it tonight. All right, Rubber Burner, I sent you that mod. Good luck. Let me know how you fixed it.
Got a question. Maybe somebody can answer it. On this low boy, I've got that collision mask, dynamic mount collision mask
Yep.
problem. I have found some other boxes that have the collision mask deal. Do I need to go into each one of them and check 21?
I would. Ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Okay.
I don't think.
Kind of what I was wondering.
I just checked what it calls for in the errors, unless there's some,
Well,
you fix some and then
it's not
others
being
pop up.
specific. Okay.
Yeah. 13 and 21 are the common ones.
Save.
I don't think she's feeling good. I don't think she realized she was on YouTube just 2 seconds ago. Craig,
What?
in 19, I don't know if you remember this or not, there was a planter or a drill that had it was a case planter, and you had options to have support wheels in the back, or you can pull a tank behind it. It was like a bunch of options. I'm gonna have to open 19 up and find out my 19 mods. I know I used that a couple times. There's like a big beam come out and there's like 2 wheels on it, and that supports the back. Or it had another option where it was like a tank, liquid fertilizer tank cart you pulled behind it on swivel wheels.
Oh, it was no, wasn't a Case International.
It wasn't?
No, it was a Great Plains. I had that one. It was a Great Plains.
What was you looking for?
I thought it was
There
a
was
case.
there was a modded Great Plains cedar, the same one as the in-game one, but they added a liquid fertilizer tank to it that you could put on the back.
Oh yeah, that was a modded one.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
modded Great Plains.
Yeah, that's a modded one.
God, I could have sworn that was a Case International.
Somebody may have redone it and made it look like a.
Reskinned it?
But I never saw it. The only one I ever found was the Great Plains one.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
I'm gonna put 13 speed in your Kenworth, buddy.
Yoki doki.
I'm working on it right now.
Roki doki.
It seems to work really good, and I don't want to change too much in it.
I don't have it. Okay, go ahead. John, I have probably got that Great Plains one, but it is not on this computer. It's on my laptop.
Right. That's okay. I got enough mods that are broken right now.
Right. Yeah, 13 speed in that Chad would work great.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
What's an 8120 case?
Medium-sized tractor, I think it is. It.
Tractor. Says fillable. Fill volume. Well, if you can fill it, it's got a fill volume. Pipe. Is that a oh, combine. There it is. It's a combine. Hmm. All right. Not exactly ready for a combine.
It is an 8120 tractor too.
All right, so still waiting for. Well, now I'm waiting for my boss to call me back. Actually, I probably need to rejoin the voice chat. Where's my reconnect? All right, boys. So, I was on the line with my boss, and then he had to take another phone call, and I'm waiting to hear back from him because we're having an issue. So,
Uh-oh.
yeah, I know. I cannot convert from boot. What is this? This could not parse GILS program. Data shaders, triplanar shader. I wonder what mod that's on. But yeah, so for whatever reason, the site I'm using to send these documents off to have them digital signed, like it's all ready. It should just go next and be able to send them off, so then I can contact the buyer and move it forward. But it's not. It doesn't do anything. The blue next button sits there and just you click on it and it's like, no, I'm good. And it's like, no, you need to do something here for me, please. Thank you. Oh, it's kind of like modding. Okay, so John, I don't know if Rubber Burner's still living.
Yeah, I sent him the mod.
Did you? Okay.
Yes, I did.
All right. So
And I'm assuming that's what he's doing right now is scratching his head on
'cause
it.
you've got warning, obstacle, and that's immaterial. Realize, so case AH 440 frontline spot is hidden in vehicles lights, real lights dot low. This isn't commented out, is it? The 4th and the 6th line and the 8th lines?
I thought when I saw that, the exclamation thing, that's what I thought too, and no, it's not.
Huh. Because for it to be hidden, that would,
Right. Yep.
Rubber Burner says he's trying. And if we can figure that one out, then we've got, because we've got another mod that's got the same thing going on with it, but we're not sure what the heck the deal is with that. So that's got John going. Craig, how are we doing with yours? We still got that funky doohickey, don't we?
Dynamic mount trigger has invalid collision mask.
All right, let me.
Should be 1887438.
Where is that in the shop? Is that in low loaders?
Should be in low boys, yeah. Low loaders.
Did I not click it?
I don't know. Is it not in low loaders?
I don't see it in low loaders. That's what I'm asking. And I've got a couple other. I'm just running through my log real quick to see if there's some reason it didn't load. It doesn't look like. No. Did I not click it? Oh, that'll make me
You may
mad.
not have.
I swear I did, but maybe I didn't click it hard enough.
Maybe you didn't double click it.
I triple clicked it. Maybe that's the problem.
There you go.
I thought one extra click will be good. It's kind of like hitting the rock in the desert. You want make sure there's plenty of water come out, so you hit it twice rather than just hitting it once like you were told.
Oh, I sent them one that I didn't fix the spray ammunition on. All right, he knows how to do
Well, even he'll come back with an answer on here's what you need to do, or here's what I
Right.
did, or here's what we fixed. All right, it's clicked here. Well, I didn't save it when I left, but I know I clicked it here now. I clicked James Sugar Beet Harvester if he's still awake with us.
I'm still here.
All right, going strong, are you? I tell you what, laddie,
Yeah.
you make it until morning time, and I'll share a pint with you. We'll watch the sunrise. One or two things will happen. You'll pass out because you stayed up too long, or you pass out because you're drunk.
You're bad.
It's the best Scottish accent I got, so I'll go with it. I could have been a contender, or I could have been in Braveheart, but I chose to be a real estate agent, So it is what it is.
Give up your day job.
Come on, I know about tatties and neeps. What more do I need to know about Scotland? I thought it was Irish. Well, maybe it is Irish. Not Braveheart isn't Irish, but he did have the one Irish guy who's Ireland. It's my island. But anyway, that's a whole another deal. And he was senile, but he's smart enough to get a dagger past your guards, old man. And so there was that. But if I was doing an Irish thing, then I'd have to get into a soap commercial and do like the whole Irish Springs thing, because then that could be in TV.
James, there's no hope for him.
This is bad. No camera.
not saying
Oh,
anything.
son of a monkey! I'm gonna sit here and load for the next 5-10 minutes and never actually get into the game and have to go get Zach. Son of a monkey's uncle. Try that again. I just don't know why. It's frustrating me that I can't send those documents off to them and then go review them with them. Makes me mad. They get on an airplane tomorrow at 6 a.m. Not that they can't sign them digitally anywhere, but take the back goes off. Put this on, and start. I could sound like I was Australian if I just used some of their lingo, because every time I listen to Semidian, you could tell me he was in like New Jersey and I wouldn't know, and he was just transplanted from like Nebraska. He doesn't sound, from down under. Oh, crap, I took my gloves off upstairs.
Maybe it's in the i3D.
What are you looking for? You looking along with Rubber Burner trying to figure it out?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so, considering it calls out. What's it? Why that loads?
Yeah, XML. Yeah.
Well, and it calls out the case Patriot XML, and it gives you the call out vehicles. Your vehicle, which is basically the entire flipping XML, just about. Then you find lights, then real lights, then high, then light. Your decimal points in your or your periods in your log. If you if you think of them as
I'll be back.
Just your next category down. It's kind of like folders with slashes, but not really the same because it's totally different in how your XML is laid out. But it's your next group over to the right, over to the right, over to the right, or your next group outside that group and such. So yeah, it's got to be in there. What it is, I don't know. Hey, I can start the game. Now, can I find Craig's low loader? And if not, why not? Ah, there we go. Must not have clicked it last time. So let's go ahead and buy that real quick. Dynamic mount has invalid collision mask. Oh, okay, all right. Let's that is this guy here, isn't it? So dynamic mount has invalid collision mask. So is there dynamic mount trigger has invalid collision mask. So I guess the question is
21.
What's that?
21.
You just think it's heck, why not, right? Let's try it.
Everything else has been 21 that you click.
Right.
Mask.
You're right. And let's just go to this guy. And does this have a dynamic? This one does not have a dynamic, so I'm going to assume this one's okay. And it was only that other one, because I would assume then it also would show up twice. Let's make sure I saved it. And let's go back to the game. Did I buy that yet? If not, I've got two. Let's get ourselves a Twuck. We'll make this European low loader option. Oh yeah, I got two. I think I need to grab some more stuff and park it here at the shop.
Yep, you haven't got enough.
No, I don't, do I? Alright, so now Two object to dynamic collision has an invalid collision match. Should be. Oh, wait. Oh crap! He's calling me back. Tell Craig to go to go where we were just at, and instead of clicking boxes, make the number in the big box that number right there. Okay, there we go, Pete. Same problem.
Lights bright.
I'm back.
Right, Craig, he says go to the dynamic mount collision. You know when we put that dynamic mount trigger in,
Mm-hmm.
go into that and put that number in at the end that it says should be. Type that into that box.
On both the front and back components.
He didn't say that. He just says
Okay.
try and put it in.
Well, it's showing collision part. Okay, I don't think it's on the front one. I think it's on the back one. That's the one that's got the dynamic mount. He had to leave, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He just took a phone call.
How's the weather in England, James?
We've had 122 mile an hour gust winds.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it's blown the roof off the O2 Arena. Well, lorries are flying everywhere. Trampolines are the usual. How's it over there?
Yeah, about the same. Okay, so
Not quite that windy, but
no, it hasn't been that windy, but it's been a dandy.
yeah.
Why didn't that? Holy mackerel, I need to change that. Jeez.
What does it mean when it says missing texture normal in FX underlined we underlined map and farming simulator data shader grain unloading shader XML?
Over my head.
I don't know what to do. I'll go watch John Wayne.
Which one?
Oh, take your pick. I got them all just about. She wore a yellow ribbon, maybe? Throw that CD in. I know I'm dozing off, rocking in my chair here.
Atari's a good one too.
Atari. Oh, ain't that the one where he goes and tries to catch a hippopotamus?
Yeah, and a rhino.
Yeah.
A rhino.
A rhinoceros. Yeah, rhino. That's it. It kind of gorges him in the leg or something. I remember. Or he gets somebody in the leg.
Yeah, one of the guys. They call him the Indian.
Yeah.
But that guy, that actor, is in a lot of John Wayne movies.
Is he?
Oh yeah. That same actor is in McClintock.
Oh. Okay. It ain't Ward Bond. It's what the heck is his name? No, I can't think of his name.
Chisholm.
Chisholm. He was that guy was the guy that owned the whole town, and they went after him. with Billy the Kid, William Bonney.
He's in Big Jake also. So yeah. John
Oh, you're
John
talking
Lane,
about the
the guy that played the Indian in
Indian.
Hatari.
Oh, no, he
He
did
was
not.
he was the Indian in Big Jake.
Yes, he was. Yep. He got killed in that one.
Yep.
I think he got killed in all of
Well, yeah, you're 0. You need to get to 2. Your component's off. You're not even the right component. Switching it up. Am I here? Probably not. I am, but I'm not. Where's my mouse? So, first things first. Reconnect. Okay.
And the first one I need is 2 greater than 0. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Then it's line 8.
Right.
Line 0. Oh, ain't worried about that. Let's just find 2.
So, if you close all your little plus signs, John.
Okay.
I know I got them all wide open
Right.
because I was looking
So,
for 2.
You see my mouse? Okay.
No.
Well, look at the Discord live stream. Oh no, I'm not. Hang on. Let me fire that back up.
There ain't nothing there.
No, it's because I joined with my phone. So let me fire that back off again, and hit that live. Okay, so there's that. So now, do you see my mouse over here in the scene graph?
Okay, let me find you. Yep.
Okay, if you right click and hit collapse all, it closes all those. If you right click, you can expand them all too. You got that?
Yeah, I got them all collapsed now.
Okay, so now, this is 0 greater than. You need to have
2 greater than.
Right. So is there another? How many of these things do you have here? When they're all
1, 2,
collapsed?
3.
Okay, so click on number 3. And what's 3's call out? Index path.
2.
2.
Oh, so it's a boom, right?
Okay, so there you go. So now you're on the right path. Take care, rubber burner's out, so we're on our own.
Oh, look at that. There's real lights.
Yeah.
Spotlight. I bet that's it. Oh,
Okay.
close.
So
I got this
we've
now.
got that. Okay.
Now I lost my.
Do I need to open the i3D and GE or Notepad?
GE, because we want it just like the trailer we've got, because we're going to be looking at its collision mask numbers.
Okay.
In fact, I wonder, what is that number
Okay.
here? I'm going to try something real quick. 188.74. 188.
All right. Got it.
74.
Where did my numbers go?
188.74. 368.
Oh, there it is.
368.
0.08013. I bet that one's.
It'd be the last one.
Oh,
That's funny. 188.74.
Yep.
368. And it still says this wrong.
it is clicked visible.
Yep, you're not on the right one yet. Take and hit the plus sign on that.
Oh, okay.
And then you got to go to 17 there. So probably pretty low on the thing there. Oh, see how that one is shut off there?
Yeah. 17-0.
17.
Well, that's that one right there. There it is. Got one.
Nice. And then the other one was 1.
Yep, 1. So that'd be
The other
this
boom
one.
left.
Yep. Real lights. Spotlights. And I bet that one's all the way, yep, all the way to the
All
bottom.
the way down, it's blurred out also.
Yep, yes it is. Right there it is. Wow. I would have never found that in my lifetime. That was deep.
Just had to go a little farther. Demko's steel drop deck. Fine.
Thank you. Oh, he's not even there.
He's not
to
here.
Say thank
You throw a message out on my Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna
he's
have
in
to.
there. Steel drop
Okay.
deck. No, that's not what you want.
I suppose I probably should save that. If I do that now, they're all jacked up. I'll have to go back to that one and get that rest of that fixed now.
Okay, so this.
Okay.
I'm looking for steel drop deck collisions. Steel drop deck collisions. So where is? So 13, 21, 12, and 1.
See, this is the one that.
Then
Yeah, I noticed that 12 was checked on that one.
13, 21, yeah. So let's go back to yours. And let's go 13, 21, 12, and 1. Even though that's not... That's 2302, and that makes... 2302. Okay, so save it. And... it still says that it's supposed to be that. I even changed it to that number.
I did too.
Dynamic
And it made
collision
it
map
worse.
has invalid. Mine didn't make it worse or better. It just told me that it was still wrong. One.
Yeah, I don't. I sent
Oh.
it to Rubber Burner. He had me send it to him. The trailer.
Hex 188 74 368. And see, it unchecks.
No. Now I know what I got to do on that John Deere tractors with the hidden lights. Keep digging.
Now, there's several of the collision deals. The AI collision on that rigid body, where we go down to the collision mask deal and do those check boxes.
Right.
There's several of them down through there. Do we need to go through and do all of them?
I just
Oh,
did
I
the
took care of
dynamic. It only called out the dynamic one. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me look at this again. Hang on. So if I go to... Where are you? No. Here we go.
Can stop
Nope.
streaming now.
It is... Who can stop streaming?
I can.
Oh, okay. It's got a shapes file. So that's what, I saw that shapes file and I went, wait a minute, did they change it to a transform node? And this is no, these are both shapes files as well. Use parent rigid
Let me go back to here. Go to here.
Trigger makes sense. Collision compound. The other one
Now,
is not a compound. What happens if we do that? I'm screwing around with stuff now, baby.
now see, mine I have as a transform group on the dynamic.
Really? And this is what you sent me?
No, I've changed it tonight.
Oh, and changing it to a transform group didn't help you, huh?
No.
Okay. Let's collapse them all and expand them all. James, how are you coming along?
I'm messing about trying to get a case W20E into game.
Did you have any luck with your special things?
No.
Okay. We'll have to tackle that sometime soon. Dynamic mount trigger has invalid collision mask. It's unless, I mean, that's dynamic mount trigger. That's what it's talking about. Right there. It can't be any of these others. It's got to be this one. That's wrong. And
Is the rigid body type different compared to the other ones?
it is. And that's a thing, and I'm not sure how to quite digest that. That didn't help. Because 8874 368. Okay. So this one has compound, collision, and trigger kinematic as its deal. Now if I go, let's just kill the stuff I don't need, shall we? And if I go to here, it is also kinematic, Oh, excuse me, wrong one. If I go to open that one and let it close and go to this one. If we go to this one, okay, and we go to any of the collisions, they are not compound. They are static. And they don't have a trigger. This one does because it's two separate parts. It's got a part that, it's got the part that stays connected to the truck, and you drop the deck to the ground. And so I don't know, because if I go back to the game and
Maybe change it to static or to something different.
I can
See
try it
what-
because there's nothing in game that does that for me to compare directly to from a base game standpoint. This would be its own unique standalone
'cause
dealy
the
bop.
drop deck has, in the collision mask, it has 21, 13, 12, and 1 ticked.
And I tried that, and it still gives me a issue. In fact, if you look at here, I mean, we go back to this guy, and it says it's looking for 188, 74, 368. Make sure I save it. Go to the game. And if I reload it, it says it should be 184, 188, 74, 368. It says that I need to change it to what it's already changed to.
Have you typed that number in the collision mask where
Yeah.
it says hex?
For it
Not
says
actually, no, not in there.
not in here, like
Oh.
just in here.
Just there.
Well, it's already there, but 188, 74, 368.
And then save it.
And save and go back to here. And it still shows up saying that it should be. And ultimately, when you look at that number, 13 and 21 aren't checked, which we've seen as a general rule of things that you have to have in the game. The only thing, if I change this to static and I save it,
Because the drop deck, if you look on the ramp component 2,
let's change it to
that
static.
is
gives me nothing.
static.
Okay, hang on. Which the drop deck, the in-game.
The Demco Stell drop deck.
Okay.
If
So
you go to the ramp,
okay.
collision part 1,
Okay.
and then go to rigid body, it says it's static, and that moves.
Right, it's a rigid body. Yeah. And see, that's 23, 21, 13, 12, and 1. I've tried putting that into our guy here. So, like, if I go and I clear these and I go 21, 13, 12, 1, okie dokie, savey wavy.
Also,
But,
it doesn't have on static, it doesn't have compound ticked,
Okay.
and it doesn't have trigger ticked either.
Well, unclick trigger. This has a trigger, so I don't know. I don't know anything about these, which is
I don't.
obvious
I'm
here.
just going by what that's
right.
saying
Take a
on
stab,
there.
right? And it's still. I reload it, and it's the same dadgum thing. So somebody either just figured something out, or they just had a conniption fit. I'm not sure which.
Just figured something out, I think. Starting to come to me. I'm gonna get her.
So I can get on there. It doesn't seem to be a problem there. In fact, I can. Oh, that's interesting. Wait a minute. Did you see that? Check this out. Watch what moves here. I don't know if that's supposed to quite do that, but that's just kind of interesting. All of a sudden, I became. That ain't something not right there.
Whoops. Houston, we have a problem.
So let me. You know what? What happens if I do this now? Okay, so we know absolutely this part does not have an issue. So the front part we've got good. It's a happy part.
Okay, you think it's on the back part?
It is definitely on the back part. That's what we've been working on. That's where.
Okay.
But
How about one that has the removable front?
you found one out there someplace to download?
on the Mod Hub,
Okay. Yes. Let's look at
and
it.
it's by custom modding,
Excellent. Let's see what they did with theirs.
right?
If we unfold this guy, oh, I gotta start it first.
Okay.
I mean, those seem to function well. Yeah, it's just that, I mean, otherwise, you know, I've still got the two objects but one component loaded. I know what that is, though, and you've taken care of that on your end. So it's just a matter of fussing ours out, right, with that collision mask, and it's done. It's done. The lights look good. Brake lights show up well. Left turn. Right turn. You know, they all are showing up well. Running lights.
All right, rigid body type, they've got dynamic.
All right.
They've got compound and collision,
But not trigger.
not trigger.
On the trailer. Compound and collision. Rigid body was what again?
Dynamic.
Dynamic. Okay. And their collision Hess mask is what nodes?
Let me look here on mine.
I'll try and play along.
Rigid body, dynamic, compound, collision. Okay, that's what mine is.
And
Now,
that-
what did you ask?
And well, before I get to the question I actually asked, and that's on the attachable secondary part, correct? The trailer part, right?
Right, that's the
Okay,
back section.
okay,
That's
good.
what I'm looking at.
Now, if you click the three dots next to the collision hex mask, what are our collision bits that we have to check?
113 and 21.
113.21, 113.21, not 12. We didn't click 12. We didn't try dynamic yet, so let's. And it still shoots that error.
Yeah.
Dynamic mount trigger has invalid collision mask. Well, I guess personally, if we get everything else in life
Okay,
cleaned up, it's not that big of a deal. But
Now, dynamic mount. I've got to close some of these because I've got too many things open.
Right.
Brad, why don't you try putting that
that
188
one?
in there now?
so,
Which one's that one? That one.
oh yeah.
Now
Okay.
you're on
188.74.368.
Dynamic mount trigger. Okay. I'm going to have to. Brad,
Yeah.
go to yours.
No, still. Okay.
In GE.
Give me just a second to fix what I just
Yes.
mucked up for a hope. 'Cause I was hoping. All right, GE. Okay.
Dynamic mount trigger.
Check.
You've got it highlighted.
Yes,
Go
sir.
to rigid body.
Okay.
Change dynamic to kinematic.
Kinematic. Okay, which is where it was. Okay.
Let me pull that other one back up. Which one's that one? That's the steel deck. I want to close it. I'm trying to limit which ones I've got open here.
Mm-hmm.
Compound, collision, and trigger.
Compound, collision, trigger, rechecking trigger. Okay.
And oh, the boxes on this one are 13, 26, and 24.
26,
I don't know if that makes
24.
any difference.
Changes number dramatically. Let's go. All right. Saving. And it still shoots the same dadgum error at me.
Okay.
No matter what we do, even if I change it to exactly what it wants, it still says it needs to be changed to that. So that's what 07. That's 06. They're unrelated. This collision cube. I just don't know, Craig. I just don't know.
I don't know either.
I suppose, further gameplay with it, and if we find it causes us an issue, we'll we can always get rid of it. But I mean, if that's the only warning that we have, not even an error, I'd say we let that one pass until somebody more brilliant all of a sudden says, "Hey, here's what you got to do." But I don't know what to do with it.
Like rubber burner?
Possibly, I don't know if he'll come up with anything better than I had or not. But so the last premise I want to cover before I head off to work again, as if it wasn't working during the live stream, would be figuring out how to make your mods optimized. Okay. So I'm gonna grab this one because I know this is one so my 1468. I'm just gonna minimize this. So once you the link I sent that Rubber Burner found with the Giants Mod Hub tester, you download that, unzip it, and you start getting after things. So you guys can all download that. I can run you through this quick. It's really straightforward.
All I got was a giant software forum.
Oh no!
It's in there. It's called Test Runner.
You got to find Test
About
Runner.
halfway down.
Hey, there you go. Chad's got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
When your folder is still unzipped, you can't do this with zipped ones. You gotta have it unzipped. You literally take this folder. It's not. You don't actually leave with it, but you take it and you drop it. Open with Farm Simulator 22 Test Runner. Everybody see that?
Okay, mine's not highlighted to click on it to download.
Can you copy the link and put it in a web browser?
Try that.
Try
that.
Lucky?
Yeah, you just left clicked, you said, and pulled it out there?
Yeah, just left click shoot. Yeah, I think I just dropped it in here. Put that back in mods. But, so yeah, just grab it like you're going to drop it in Discord or drop it on your OneDrive to upload, whatever, you're just dragging and dropping stuff wherever you want it. Yeah. In this case, we're going to, once you've got this unzipped, we're going to drop it right on that test runner because it's going to say open with the test runner. It doesn't actually remove it from your folder. Then you sit back and relax. It's going to do this thing. It might open Giants Editor 2 or 3 times, but never actually fully open it and immediately close it. I think. I've never seen it stick like this before. Oh, there we go. It broke loose. I don't know why it's taking so long. Maybe it's my PC. Maybe I'm trying to run too many. So opens this. You just sit back and watch it. It'll close it. Eventually, it's going to give you... So you can see the test run up on the left-hand of the screen now. It's got some sort of document. And it just keeps going through. Eventually, it's going to pop this up and mine popped out on the other screen. It's going to pop it up in your web browser. All right, you can open up your test results. I've never actually opened this up.
You motherfucker.
So much for a PG stream. I don't know what this means. I'm going to avoid looking at this because that confuses me. So if I open this, yeah, okay. So once it's ran that test results, it's going to give you this link. You can close this out and come back to this later. I haven't actually looked at these other 2 files, this test runner XML or this whatever this is. But this is going to go through and it's going to tell you data collector. It's going to say texture file size warning, muffler idea. The file size is too big. You can actually start going through. Again, always keep a backup. But let's say we want to change this, so we want to make this right. So it says that the mod IH66, so we get in there 1468. 66 series is the next folder. 1066 IH66. Well, this is easy to find, isn't it? Version 3. Muffler.dds. It says that this file size is too big. So if you literally, mine's set to open in paint.net. Makes my life simpler so I don't have to right click and open with. And you file save as, and then you want a direct draw surface muffler. Actually, before we go into that, you want to resize it. So let's just resize, and you can see it's a massive file. That's literally 4K is what that resolution's set to, because it's 4096 by 4096. It's crazy, right? Like if you cut that in half or even by a quarter, it's probably going to be good. It's one of those things where when you make these adjustments on the file sizes, you can take a look at them in the game as you're doing it. And if you realize that it makes it look bad, you grab the original one from the original mod, resize, copy it, paste it in this mod, resize it again, maybe twice, not instead of if you went 1024, maybe make it 48 by 2048. So 2048, 2048. And so that'll be that. So so you can save that. After you've done that process, feel free to ask me questions. There are two that you're going to use, either DTX5 or DTX1. 5, solid textures, like things that you think of in real life that are solid, that you can't see through. That's what you save as 5. If it's a glass texture you're saving or a plastic, something you're looking through, you save that as a DTX1. Why? I don't know. Ask somebody more smarter than me. It's not a me thing. That will fix that. Okay, that'll fix your file size 1. Now what you can do at the same time is take it a next step further, because it's probably going to ask for this. And I should have probably covered it. But when you go to save it, you want to, I must have had it checked automatically, generate Mipmaps. This is what I've been telling you guys about that has to do with it rendering at a distance. When the tractor's like on the other side of the field, you see the tractor. Can you really make out the alternator fins? No. But if it's not set to use with Mipmaps, it generates it at its maximum value. It doesn't like figure out how to not render those things for distance. And so it's just sucking performance because it's rendering everything at its maximum level, which is dumb. But so I did that one with Mipmaps, and you're gonna see, besides texture file size warning that you're gonna have, you're gonna see, let's see, like this one here. See this one? I don't know what that means. So I'm skipping over some of these. Some of these I know how to handle, some of these I don't. Again, this is another one. You're going to resave the file, resave the file, resave the file. Might as well do it with Mipmaps where you're at it. Invalid compressions. These are all ones. It tells you export as 5 if alpha is required, DTX1 is otherwise. So I read that as if solid, otherwise use this. And you just go through, and we already did we recompressed this one. See, it was set as a DTX3. 22 wants either 5 or 1. It's gonna, if you just read through it and kind of follow through, if you got a copy of the mod and you screw it up, you screw it up. If you make it better, great. But all these textures have to be resaved as DTX3s. While you're doing it, you might as well save it as Mipmaps, because I'll bet you we get down here, excess channels, uses DTX sufficient as DTX1. Oh, or maybe I've got this backwards. Maybe 1 is 5 and 5 is 1. Because down here it says sufficient for this muffler that we've already saved. Sufficient is DTX1. I saved it as DTX5. It'll throw an error, so you can save it, resave it as DTX1. Is anybody totally confused by this at this point? Good, everybody's got this solid. Excellent.
Probably won't remember it, but right now it seems.
It's yeah. Well, and then getting your hand, seeing it and then getting your hands on it and doing it. Two totally different things. But again, you get down here and it says texture files missing Mipmaps. So as you're doing these, if you just go, if you start at the top and you kind of, get way back at the top and you take care of these ones that are too big. You downscale the image, cut it in half. Start there, especially if it's a big like 4096 by 4096, which is stupid. And resave it, save it with Mipmaps, save it if it's number 1 if it's solid, and move on. Then I will typically rerun this thing and make sure that my things that I was working on in here went away, that this section got smaller, not bigger. It should get smaller. Again, the dirt file size is a huge, I guarantee that's 4096 again, which is just way over. I mean, if you're running at 1080p, why do you need something, in here saved at 4K? You know what I mean? Your monitor's only capable of doing what your monitor's doing. Most people, I don't know that 4K is starting to become a thing with people in their homes, their computers, their TVs. I'm not there. So, if I save it as a 4K file, it really does me no good. Because I can't even see that. It does, it doesn't show my computer screen. You can do it as, something in between so that on a 4K it doesn't look so bad, but it's going to be maxed out on your 1080p, which is 1024 by 1024. So, and you can, you get through, you save these files, and then you just drag and drop that again on the Giants tester and run it again. These texture ones should go away, and you should be left with these bigger ones that I don't completely understand right now. So I don't even know what that's saying other than the file size is wrong. And some sort of bit mask and stuff. It's over my head. And then, I take care of what you can take care of, These invalid compressions, when you go through and you save these, like, I wonder if there's one here. Universal dirt is there. Okay, so like this one. So universal dirt DDS is in your excess channels. It's saved as DTX3. It's also showing up in invalid compression. So some of these, don't try to take them in baby steps. Digest one section at a time, because sometimes they'll list in this group. They'll list down here in this group. They listed in the first group that we've already taken care of, and they'll probably list out. Here's universal dirt again. They're listing in the missing Mipmaps. So it looks like there's a ton more here to deal with. But again, it's kind of like when we find lights, because the vehicle's calling out, because it uses that light 6 different places on the mod, and it shows in your console 6 times over, and you think, holy crap, there's a lot there to go find. No, you're really only finding one light, and you're fixing it, and it fixes it in 6 different places, and you're done with it. You're not having to find 6 different lights. In this case, it's this DDS file has been looked at. It's got the wrong compression. It's got an invalid compression. It's it realizes twice over that it's wrong. It's missing Mipmaps, which is where we're at now. So if when you shrink the size and you change it to DTX1 or DTX5 and you save it with Mipmaps, it's a 2-second process to fix that particular file in 4 different places. And so this thing looks like a massive undertaking. It's really not that bad. And then we can get into, does it have unused? This one doesn't really have. There's an unused file section. I might have already done this with this one, so I apologize. Typically, there's an unused file section. It'll list a bunch of files that are in the mod, and it'll tell you where they're at, what folder they're in, where they're at. Be it in textures, and you can take out like this Corona. These Coronas shouldn't be in here anymore. I know that for a fact. But it'll tell you, what files you can just take out. Don't delete them. Put yourself a separate file. I like to call mine bloat because for some reason I did it with the Cat Challenger. It said, we're not using these anymore. I took them out, reloaded in the game, and my tracks were white. So somewhere along the way, something got jacked up. I just put them back in. I said, it's 3 files. The mod's not that bad. We'll be okay. Any questions on everything that I just puked at you?
Nope.
Okay. So we can go through it that way. Okay. Again, and then I just like to delete these because there's just extra crap on my desktop. But yeah, I've got this bloat file. What's in here? I mean, there's all kinds of crap in here that just wasn't getting used by whatever vehicle I was in. You know, old vehicle shaders and diff fuses and brackets and things that crawler belts. Normal speculars that just these probably got called out to the base game, and so these were not getting used in it anymore. And so I throw them in here, reload it in the game, drive it around, check it out, listen to them. So long as it sounds good, looks good, runs good, and there's no errors or warnings that it caused, then you can delete this crap. But for right now, I'll hang on to it. That way you can always bring it back into the mod. So,
What works on one mod, it doesn't work on the other.
what do you mean?
On this John Deere with the front light low is hidden in vehicle lights, real lights, highlight 0. So I go into GE. I'm in GE. I'm in front low lights. It's checked visible.
You've gone through, and how did Rubber Burner find out that it was in the third component? 2 is greater than.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have more than one component on that other one?
Do I have more than one component on the other one?
Right.
On the John Deere here? No.
Okay. We're still having a John Deere issue.
Yeah.
I thought you fixed the John Deere issue.
No, I fixed the Patriot issue.
Okay. So the Patriot had it in the third component, and then
Yes.
the John Deere has just the one component.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm clicked on it. Here, I'll share it again.
All right. Let me bring up my Discord quick.
Where the hell is it? Oh, because I already went live once, so I can just do this. I'll bring up my
Hang on.
game first.
Stream is Farmer John has minimized their application. Sit tight. Means Farmer John did not share a screen. He shared an application.
Oh.
So just go back down. Go back down to the green screen button down there, and hit it, and hit change window, and then hit screens and click on whatever screen you're wanting to share.
Yeah, but it would be nice because I'll have to bounce around.
Right. That's why you want to share the screen and keep everything on that monitor. See what I'm saying?
All right.
Don't put it on your other monitor. Okay. So.
You see it? Front light low is hidden in vehicle lights, real lights, high light 0. So I come over here, go to my GE. There's my GE. Get rid of that so you can see it. There's lights.
Okay.
Default lights.
That's a
Light
problem with this thing.
decor. Front high low light. Front light low.
Okay. Wait, move your mouse back to where it was just two. Okay, stop. Stop. Oh, crap. That's a problem with it. With straight, for whatever reason, it doesn't pick up GE right. I just don't understand that. It should just be sharing the screen. You are sharing the screen, right, John?
Mm-hmm.
Not the application.
I'm assuming I'm sharing the screen. I can see it on yours.
Okay. Yes.
You're
but are
bouncing all over the place.
Well, you mean what? Because I'm showing you what you're showing me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
see where my mouse is.
you went share, and when you went to change window, you clicked on screens.
Oh, let me freaking.
I want to make sure, because otherwise I'm gonna have a very hard time following, because it's flipping out.
Let me just start all over again.
Right, because what I'm telling you will work, but just ignore me and do it John's way. I'm coming up there, John.
Well, for some reason, it's not giving me what I want. It's not giving me application or screen. Why ain't it doing that?
So hang on. Let me
Why
in my
ain't it-
screen. So screens.
Oh, there we go. Screens. There. All right,
Okay.
now it freaking.
Which one?
There it went. Now it for some reason it wasn't showing up. Now it did.
Okay.
There.
All right. Now it doesn't seem to be so twitchy. So you must have been on my application, and we're on screen now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something. Anyways.
So this is This is totally expanded out, right?
Yep. The only lights are in the game.
Automatic. Front light.
You want to read? Did you want to read?
Go ahead. Yeah, just leave it right there.
Let me. I moved my mouse.
All right. So warning: real light source front light low is hidden in vehicle lights. Real lights high lights 0. Okay.
So I'm assuming that's in GE because that's where he found it.
Okay. And this is where you corrected on your Patriot, correct? In
Yep.
GE.
Yep.
Okay, so where's the high? There's no high there. Those are low. So bring up the XML and find out where that highlight is at, what node it's on.
Okay.
Well, it was 0, so scroll up on that left side.
It was calling out the 0 one. I would assume it's higher, but okay, go find your lights. Oh, well, there we go. All right, so where's your high? Your high is at 1401. All right, so go back to your thing, your GE, sorry. Okay, click on those lights. What are they at?
I'll go this one. There's 14.
Okay, keep going down. Look for 14 OT 1. Go. OT. Well, okay, so these are both your highs.
Yeah, and they're clicked visible.
And even though he calls those lows in here, which really makes things complicated. This is why we talk about matching things up, so that they make sense with the XML and they read out here correctly. So show me that warning one more time. Go ahead, James.
Why do you have a go at making an extra light there? Make it naming it high and naming it low.
Well, because
and then changing it into the XML.
He could essentially change the name here. Changing the name in scene graph is immaterial. Oh no, wait, that says front. That says front light
low.
Real low lights front light low is hidden in vehicle lights. Real lights high lights 0. And so it's highlight. So highlights 0. Go
That's what I'm saying.
Go back to your
calling
XML.
out the low lights as well as the highlights on one node.
Well, it's calling front light low because it's what it's labeled in here, and telling you where to find it in the XML, so that they're the two same things. He could essentially rename this and reload that in the game, and it's going to then call it out to whatever he renamed it. Alphabet soup if you wanted to. John, go to your XML. Front lights high. Front lights high 0. Front lights high 0. 0 and 3. Front light types 0, 0. Are the light types always 0?
Yeah, ones, zeros. Yeah, running lights.
Wait a minute.
2 is your front working lights. 3 is your rear working lights, and then 4 can be your main beam.
Okay, run through
So
this.
change your
James.
light types to 1, where it says 0.
Light
How
types.
many
Yep.
is it?
Yep. No.
Change them
no.
to 1.
Down. Or all those light types from 0 to
Just
1.
Change them. Just the one where it says 0, 3. Do the lights come on in game?
Yes.
You tried it.
Yes.
Both the lenses and on the ground.
Yep. I'll show you too. Give me get rid of
Well,
this.
that
for
is
some
amazing.
reason.
They look really good.
Give me a minute. Oh, well, this time it didn't do it.
Keep going. Front of there.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So it's
I
all
just
there.
got the one light. That's off. If you hit it one more time, you should have highs. There's no highs.
Okay. Go back to the XML. So James, you have state light type 0 and
0, 1.
Right.
So change the 3 to a 1
Okay.
on the 0, 3.
Right here?
Yep.
Yep, try that.
And what is it? Exclude light types equals 3. I don't even know what that means.
Then the high is
Yeah,
1,
change-
2, or no?
Do the same. Right. Save that and just try reload it in your game.
The lights work now, John? Okay, so we still got the same hidden light thing.
There. Just one set of lights.
Because 0 is your first push of F. 1 would be your second.
That's an exclamation point
What is?
next to the...
Yeah, what does that mean?
Oh. Well, no, I thought you thinking it was a 1. Sorry.
No. Oh, sorry. No, I thank you for catching that. But that wasn't what I was yammering about. Because if light state 0 is when you push the lights key one time, right? And then pressing it a second time is light state 1. And so technically he should have, if you press, John, turn the lights off real quick for me. No. Press the light key, press on your keyboard, press F. Well, actually you'll need to get out of your thing, but now press F just one time. Press it again. And you press it a second time, right?
Yep.
Now
Nothing happened.
Press it a third time. Okay,
Ah.
so that's right.
Right, on the JCB Fast Track, I have states light types 0, light type 0, 1, light type 0, 1, 2.
Uh-huh.
Rear lights low, front light low is light type 0, excluding light types 2 and 3. It's got working lights, so work light back low is 1, work backlight front low is 2, and high beam is 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you need to rename them in the XML.
Sounds about right.
Add an extra light out, because you're calling for the same node for the same light, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. So bring your XML up, John. So we have both lights at 0 and 1. So we need to change the high beams, right?
So change 1 to 3.
Okay, go back to 3.
And then...
But wouldn't he need to change his states at the beginning of the lights configuration here? Because he's only got 0 and 0, 1.
I don't have 3 on the states. I have 0, 0, 1, and 0, 1, 2. And
Okay.
1 and 2 are your working lights.
So, but by changing this to 3, 3 doesn't exist.
3 is your high beam.
Right,
Low.
but shouldn't he... But your low and your high both shouldn't be 0.3, should they?
Your front low should be 0, and
Okay.
that's excluding light 2 and 3.
Right, it's excluding 3, so it should be 0.
So yeah, take that. So take that 3 out of the first light types, right?
No.
Under low.
Because it's next line is
No,
saying
no.
exclude type 3.
Light types 0 and 3. Light types 0. Oh, so So then light types on a high beam, on your on line 109, should light types be 1? See what I'm saying? Because essentially they're both set to turn on 0.
Yeah.
So change the 0 in line 109 next to light types.
To 1.
Change that to 1.
It makes sense because
No, he
0.
wants to change it to 3.
3?
Because 1 is your working light, not your main light. You know, you on top of your cab,
Yeah.
your work lights, working light back low is 1. Working light front low is 2.
Okay.
High beam low is 3.
Okay. But your light states, where he's got states light type 0 and light type 1. What?
Yeah, but
What
that'd be how they.
Right, but what is? That's how they turn on, right?
That'd be how they should turn on 1, 2. But it depends on how the game's interpreting what lights you're putting on.
Yeah. Save it and reload it.
See
So
light.
basically just play around with those lights until you get it. Kind of that's what it sounds like to me.
Until you understand it, and then you don't have to play around with it anymore.
Still there. Let's turn the lights on. Nope.
Okay, try your F key, John, because we've already done your button box.
Well, it's gonna work. Same thing.
Those look like
1,
high beams automatically.
That's off. There.
You've only got really one set of lights on that thing anyway.
Really? Yeah. So who cares? I mean,
Unless you had 2 bulbs filaments in there, but anyway.
I don't think Levi cares.
No.
I don't play with them anyway, so.
I'd like to understand it, but I'm not going to freak out about it, so.
No, I mean, the one thing I did use, we got it. The only issue with the Patriot now, it's got a couple of white components in there.
And we are clueless on that.
Yep, so that's...
John, go back to the XML on this one. For the lights.
Guys, yeah. I'm going to let you have at it. I got some other things I need to tend to. I'll catch up with you and see what you guys have learned when I have the chance.
Yeah, I'm off to bed.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for streaming.
Good night.
Connected back to my phone.
James.
I can't hear any of you anymore. I don't know where my mouse... Oh, there's my mouse.
I'll see you all there.
We're just going to start killing stuff.
See you, James.
And kill this. And we're going to stop streaming.
See you, Brad.
Yeah, it's almost